guys' 4-month update and my postpartum update. We're filming in her nursery today because the lighting is really bright in here, and we're filming with natural light instead of me putting up the lighting. So, say hi, Skylar. This is Skylar. She turned 4 months on April 2nd. The thing she's been doing, she can roll over now slowly but surely. I can't leave her on the couch anymore because I'm afraid that she's going to fall off the couch. And she grabs anything and everything that's in front of her. What else? What have you been doing? Oh, drooling a lot. Yep. She's teething right now too. Started last month actually. And so I gave her Sophie teether, and this is her BFF right now. Even has a leash on it so that I could hook it up on her car seat belt, and it's with her 24/7. She screams a lot. I guess she's found her voice. She's also found her toes. She can play on her own now. I still put her on her tummy, but it doesn't last very long. She gets really bored, and I find that she gets impatient quite easily. Like, I put her on her exerciser, and if there's something like a toy on there that she can't quite figure out, she'll just get impatient with it. She's still been very clingy with me. With faces, it takes her a while to get to know the person. For Easter Sunday, I guess she hasn't seen my dad-in-law for a while and my brother-in-laws for a while, and so when she looked at them, she just started crying, and she just wanted to be with mommy. So she was stuck to me like glue the whole time during dinner, and also with daddy. And honey, yeah, how are you doing your 4-month milestone update? She is loving Baby Einstein right now. Her favorite is Baby Einstein numbers. So every morning I get her to watch that and she's content. So I just repeat it over and over. And it also helps while I'm getting ready because she's focused on it, and the whole thing is about 28 minutes long. So I know that I have 28 minutes to get ready while she is focused on watching the video. I'm trying to sleep train her now and move her into her crib. It's still been really hard. She's still stuck on her pack and play, and every time I try to move her in her crib, like say she's napping on me and I put her in her crib, she would wake up. Any mommies out there, like, how do you sleep train, or how did you manage with transitioning with your babies? Getting them to sleep on their own crib. So any help would be appreciated. Any advice? Comment below if you guys have any advice on sleep transitioning or sleep training. We have been trying to also get her bedtime earlier, so we figured that we would bathe her earlier, like as early as 7 p.m., but she still sleeps the same time, which is 9 p.m. Because we wanted to change her sleep schedule and have her sleep at 8 p.m. but no, it hasn't worked so far. I'm thinking of also getting her to try solids by next month. So I'm going to be making her own food because that's just what Chris and I had talked about from the very beginning, that we would be making her food and have her eat with us. Whatever we're eating later on, she'll be eating. Ooh, excuse you. I'm going to start off with making her rice cereal. So, I guess that is it for now. Let's read Baby Center and see what they say with your updates. Okay, so I'm just going on to Baby Center. All right. Starting with feeding less frequently. As your baby reaches 4 months, his stomach has grown bigger, so he doesn't need to feed so often, just 4 or 5 times a day. He'll still gain weight. His need to feed just tapers off as he gets older, becoming more like that of older children and adults. Now his attention will start to gravitate toward other people and things during meal times. Although it's exciting to see him aware of and responsive to new things, feedings can get difficult. If your baby is easily distracted, try feeding him somewhere quiet for a while. I forgot to mention, she also had her 4-month shots on the 7th of April, and she did well. She was such a trooper, even though she was sick at the time too, because she had a cold. And she weighs 14 pounds last time when we weighed her on the 7th. So she probably weighs 15 pounds now, because I guess they grow a pound a week. So yeah, I'm figuring she weighs about 15, close to 16 pounds now. And as for the feeding less frequently, to me, she still eats quite a lot, but it is true that when we're eating with her during dinner time and I try to feed her, she is looking at the food that we're eating, looking at us chew, probably wondering what we're putting in our mouths, and she doesn't seem to be taking her bottle like she would like play with it. I guess if you call that distraction, then yeah, that would be it. A new talent for rolling over. When placed on his stomach, your baby will lift his head and shoulders high, using his arms for support. This mini push-up helps him strengthen his muscles and get a better view of what's going on. He may even amaze you and himself by rolling over from his back to his front or vice versa. You can encourage this through play. Wiggle a toy next to the side he customarily rolls to in case he's interested enough to try again. Applaud his efforts and smile. He may need your reassurance since new actions can be frightening. I do see that she does roll over because she does sleep on her stomach, and sometimes I wake up and I find her on her back. So I see that, but I haven't yet witnessed her roll over in front of me while she's playing. I've been trying to get her to do that, but it's been tough because she's impatient, this little girl. So we will be trying more of that and seeing how she does with it. Well, she did roll over one time on her own, I guess, not knowing that, what the heck she did. But as soon as she rolled over on her back, she started crying. I guess she just was shocked that she did that, or she got scared of what she did. Time for solid food. Oops, bless you. For the first 4 to 6 months of life, your baby gets all the nutrients he needs from breast milk or formula milk. Still, parents are often eager to start their babies on solid foods. Talk to your doctor before trying yours on solids. You can begin feeding your baby some solids, meaning mushy foods such as pureed baby food or baby cereal, now that his digestive tract is more developed and his tongue thrust reflex is starting to fade. But many doctors encourage parents to wait until their baby is 6 months old. Not rushing into solids can cut down on allergic reactions and ensures that breast milk and formula won't get crowded out of your baby's diet. So yes, I am waiting until about next month to get her started on baby cereal. I haven't asked my doctor yet if it's okay, but I will be asking him next month on her 5-month checkup. So we'll see what he says. They say that you'll know once your baby is ready to eat solids if your baby stares at you a lot while you're eating and is, I guess, interested in what you're putting in your mouth. So we'll have to see if it's okay for me to feed her next month. Reaching out and mouthing objects. Your baby is now able to reach out and grab an object, even though he often misses his mark on the first try. Once he wraps his hands around something, he'll study it for a moment and then try to put it in his mouth. You may also notice a lot more dribbling now. Some babies can start teething as early as 4 months, but the first tooth usually doesn't surface until 5 to 6 months. Encourage your baby to explore and play with a variety of objects. For instance, a clean cloth diaper will occupy your baby for a few minutes. Watch him suck on it, hold it, and discover what happens when he scrunches it up. Give him a light rattle and watch him delight in the sound it makes when he shakes it. An activity center or cradle gym is a good place for this stage, as your baby begins to discover the cause and effect of moving a lover, and hearing a bell ring, for instance. On the diaper thing, it's funny because when I do change her, she does tend to grab like the first thing she sees, which is the curtain, because her changing table, which is behind me, right behind that is a curtain. So she will grab onto the curtain and try to put it in her mouth. So instead of doing that, I get her to hold her diaper while I'm getting ready to change her. And she does put it in her mouth and scrunch it up. Funny how it states that on the Baby Center app. And also we've been putting her in the exerciser, which is fun to see her in because she gets really stimulated with all the toys around it. And like I said in the beginning, she does get impatient when she can't figure something out. There's one toy on her exerciser that when you pull it, it's a little bee and you have to pull it and it goes back up. And she can't quite figure that out, so she gets really impatient. Able to play alone now. By now, your baby can play with his hands and feet for a few minutes at a time. A miracle. Suddenly, you realize it's strangely quiet in the bedroom, so you look in only to discover that your baby, who so far has needed your attention for most of every waking moment, is amusing himself. Now maybe you can start reading the paper again. That's true. There's times that I would catch her playing with her toes and trying to put her feet in her mouth. But there's times when I do leave the room and she looks for me. So I guess it differs with every baby. Beginning to understand the role of language. Researchers believe that 4 months your baby understands all the basic sounds that make up his native language. Between 4 and 6 months, he develops the ability to make some vocal sounds such as mama or dada. He doesn't yet connect the sound with a parent though. By now, he's also able to participate in back and forth imitation games. You say boo and he'll try to say it back. You can promote your child's sense of communication through imitating his faces and sounds, mirroring him, because you react when he makes noises and tries to say something. Your baby learns the importance of language and starts to understand cause and effect. He'll begin to realize that what he says makes a difference. It's pretty accurate what they say in this app, because I have done a couple of those things as well, and it is true. Appreciation of full range of colors. Babies see color from birth, but they have difficulty distinguishing similar tones such as red and orange. As a result, they often prefer black and white or high contrast colors. Between your baby's 2nd and 4th months, color differences become clearer and your baby starts to distinguish similar shades. Your baby will probably begin to show a preference for bright primary colors now. Some great eye catchers include primary colored mobiles hung out on his reach, bright posters, and visually striking board books. Getting more selective about people. By 4 months, your baby may respond to your presence, your voice, and even your facial expressions by kicking and waving his arms. By about now, your child, who to this point probably bestowed smiles on everyone he met, is beginning to be choosy about the company he keeps. In large groups or with unfamiliar people, he may need time to get comfortable. Allow for transition time with strangers or when leaving your baby with a babysitter. You may also notice that when he's safely in your arms, he's interested in interacting with other people, especially noisy, boisterous older children. Yep, this is totally true. Like I have mentioned, when we went to the restaurant and she hasn't seen my in-laws for a while, she was just like crying bloody murder, but when she's with me, she's okay when she's looking at them. So what the heck was that, girl? Huh? You're just being choosy? It does take her a while to get comfortable, and it is true what they say on the app to allow transition, and that's what I have been trying to do. Okay, I have like drool all over my hands now, Skylar. The last part is my baby developing normally. Remember, each baby is unique and meets social milestones at his own pace. These are simply guidelines to what your baby has the potential to accomplish. If not right now, then shortly. And there we have it, guys. There's Skylar's update. It's pretty on the ball, right? And she's drooling like crazy right now because she is teething. As for myself, 4 months of being a new mom, it is great. In the beginning, it was tough because I had to adjust to my baby's schedule and getting used to the lack of sleep, just all the new mom things that you have to do. And it was tough in the beginning, but now I have gotten a pattern of her sleep, her nap times, her feeding times. I finally got to know her different cries. I know when she's hungry, and I know when she just wants to be picked up, and I know when her diaper's full. So I have mastered knowing her different cries. But I love it. I love being a mom, and this girl is just seriously like, oh, she's my little doll. Right? Yeah, Mama, see the doll? She is a total life changer, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And yeah, I don't want you to grow up yet. It seems like time is just passing by too quickly, and I feel like I just had her yesterday, and it's almost been 5 months since I had her. I'm going to be showing you guys my belly, and nothing really has changed since last month. I still do have a little bit of my linea negra, but it is fading away slowly but surely. I have been putting bio oil and Palmer's cocoa butter onto my belly to get rid of my stretch marks, but it's still there. So I just have to accept the fact that it'll take time for my stretch marks to go away. Okay, so here's my belly. And yes, my linea negra is still there, but it's faded a little bit. I have no idea when that goes away. So for you moms out there, let me know in the comments when your guys' linea negra faded away completely. And I have this dark spot here because I had a belly button ring, which I now regret because it left this mark on my belly. My belly button is still a little bit dark too. But there we go. I still have a little bit of baby weight left, but I've been doing a lot of walking and cardio, so let's hope that flattens up quickly. Alright, that is it, you guys. There's Skylar's 4-month milestone update and my postpartum update. And I'm sorry, I know I was supposed to put it up a couple of weeks ago, but I got sidetracked. So as long as it's up before next month, then we're still good. Okay, that's it. We'll see you guys next month on Skylar's 5-month update, and that's in a couple weeks. Right, baby? Can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.